Are you waiting your new team member for your team? Are you onboarding somebody because maybe the volume of work increased in your team, or simply somebody left and you need to replace him or her? If this is the case, you need to make sure that you avoid the most common mistakes, otherwise you risk to have this person leaving really soon. So 5 top errors that if you will avoid, you will make sure that you make a nice impression and your new hire will stay in your team. This is what we are going to talk about today on my channel, which is still Leader to Lead, because you should unleash your potentials and become the leader that you would want to follow. Imagine the situation, George, let's call again George. George is joining your team. So what should you avoid to do in his onboarding process? Before starting, I would like to emphasize this one. The new hire, you can feel that it's your salvation. It will save you from the difficult situation that you and your team you are facing. And this is true. You are hiring a great person. You went through a really complex hiring process. Don't forget your onboarding, it takes energy. Your new person at the beginning require more efforts and more attention from you and your team. Make a nice impression, show that your team is well organized so that George will think and say that, I like this team. Let's see the errors to avoid. Number 1, don't create a situation that George will feel unexpected. George is coming the first day, reception, good morning, my name is George, I'm here to join this team.
Sorry, who are you? Which team? Unfortunately, I was not advised or not informed.
Yeah, if George will face this situation, it will be really bad and awkward because he will feel that he's not welcome, that nobody's waiting for him. And maybe you are, but then make sure that all the relevant people who need to meet George, like the reception first, for instance, or the HR department, are informed so that you will avoid these situations. Number 2, don't leave George, in this case, alone. Yes, you as a manager, when you are going to welcome him the first day, because this is what I advise you to go and not somebody else, and don't leave him alone. You can appoint a buddy to him eventually when you welcome him, but he should really be guided, especially the first day, really important, in my opinion, 100% of his time, even with the lunch, because he will not know, I don't know, where is the kitchen, where he can have a proper lunch, or maybe the restaurants or fast foods that are in the area. So yes, even the lunch possibly should be scheduled. It will really be a nice feeling for George. Number 3, it is connected to the previous mentioned. You need to plan George's time. The first day, all the onboarding training, maybe with HR. Your specific training in your team also need to be scheduled. Do this in advance. I know it requires time and effort, but when George is there, everything should be already planned. Number 4, many people will be with George in his onboarding, as I mentioned, also HR, but also you as the team manager. Make sure that during this time they are not on holiday and they are available. Also you. It is, in my opinion, a really bad impression if a newcomer is arriving to the team, the only person that George will know it is you, the manager, but you are on holiday for 2 weeks. What do you think? How will George feel? You were the only person who had a sort of relationship with him and he said, yes, welcome to my team, and then you are not there. It's a big error. Number 5, really the last one, don't overload George. Don't think that he is an expert and he knows everything, and maybe he is really a great professional, but this is a new company, new team, new people, new ERP system probably. George needs time. Don't put him immediately, I don't know, on the phone to take in the customer calls. Even if you need him, you cannot do this. He needs time to understand, to get prepared, to know everything. Give George time. 2-3 weeks at least he needs to be prepared. It depends really on the situation and on the team. The final one is just a bonus. What happened to me? Once, it was in 2007, I was joining a team, invoice dispute resolution team, and the first day my manager said,
Sorry, but Balin, maybe we would like to put you in the cash collection team and not in the invoice dispute resolution team because we need somebody on that team. What do you think about this?
Guys, that's crazy. Don't do this. I was really disappointed, and I was really considering to say, okay guys, I'm leaving. This was not the agreement and I haven't signed for this job. Don't change it, okay? So, or don't give the feeling that when George is joining, you are still considering in which position he will work. Maybe in your head it's not clear, but don't tell this to him. Make it clear first and then hire him. You cannot play with this later on. If you have to, okay, maybe there's a situation like this, but then be prepared that maybe he will leave. That was it. I hope you liked it. I would like to ask you to push a like on the like button. This is a really small effort that I'm asking for you, but it is a huge contribution for me. And another thing, really, in addition to this video, I have a 10 pages ebook that you can download from a link that it is in the description of this video. Don't forget, it's always there. It is about the 10 most difficult situations that you can face as a people manager. And sorry, yeah, it is about 10 most difficult situations, but it's not 10 pages, it's more than 10 pages, maybe 15. It is there for free for you. Have a look. See you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.